G'day, Jason from Brew. Been a while. Yep, life, eh? So, what's been going on in the brewery? Well, let me show you. A couple of reasons why I haven't been doing any videos. Number one being my lovely phone decided to shit itself, so I don't have anything to film on, so just borrowing the wife's tablet, and just life gets in the way. But enough of that, let me just flip the camera around and I'll show you what's been happening in the brewery. Excuse the wind, but we have a new fridge. So in there is going to be kegs. Thanks to Garth from Big Growler Brewery here in Palmerston North. So this is going to be the keg fridge. Got some other beers there. Cheers to Rookie Brew for the beers, mate. Had a couple, so I'll send you some feedback. So that's the serving fridge. This is the cold conditioning fridge, I suppose you could say. Once I get another temperature controller, that will end up being the fermentation fridge for everything. And over here, some wood and some bottles, is a funky beer. Oh yes, this is my wild sour Feijoa ale that it's turned into. Okay, I'll just turn the camera around again. Excuse the wind. Wouldn't be the Manawa 2 without wind. Yeah, so in this little fridge that you're now sitting on top of is the beer that I fermented with the wild yeast that I caught in this lovely environment. So I'm not too sure if it came off the wood that you saw, or we've got some hay, or had some hay in here for our lovely bunnies. So I'm not too sure where the yeast came from, but it is pretty fun, for those that follow us on the Facebook, you would have seen some pictures and everyone going, oh yuck. I will show you a wee snippet of it. I'm not too worried about letting oxygen get in there. I had a bit of a taste of it last night and it's tasting pretty good. Had to find my way through the funk. You'll see what I mean. I'll just get it out and pop the lid and then I'll let you have a wee look-see. Here she is. Looks a little bit like a mushroom just there, but that's Feijoas. And that's the little bit that I pushed aside to get a sample. Infection. Oh, look at the bubbles. Ooh, moonscape. So there is the funky beer. I'm still not too sure how long I'm going to leave it on the fruit. It's got a fair bit of Feijoa character in it. So yeah, I think I'll just have little tasters every now and then and see when it starts to turn, and then take it off the fruit and put it into a tertiary and then let it just mellow out. I don't really have I don't really have too big of plans for it. It was an experiment at the start and still hasn't really come much further than an experiment. So what else has been going on? I brewed a pale ale a couple of weeks ago. Cheers to Steve from Cuba Street Breweries. I'll put his little Facebook link down the bottom there. Another brewer here in Palmerston North. He came over and we had a bit of a chinwag and tried a couple of beers and brewed a beer. This one has got Centennial, Cascade and Citra in it. It's a little session IPA, 6.3%, so it's down on my, it's got a similar hop schedule to the Triple C double IPA that I do, that comes in at about 8%. Yeah, massive dry hop of Citra, none went in the boil, that was all Cascade and Centennial. Yeah, so I'll just go grab a glass of that. Be 2 seconds. So I force carbonated this last night, just by rocking the keg, and did a bit of an experiment with this beer too. I put gelatin in the fermenter before I chucked it in the keg. So, but there she is. It's pretty cloudy. Might be chill haze. I fucking doubt it though. It's probably hop haze. It looked pretty clear going into the keg, but might just need another couple of days to settle. But yeah, there she be. Nice. We can't really see the head too much in there, but nice, nice tight bubbles. I've actually changed the way that I pour my kegs too. I've got my old bottling one sitting on the end of it, so I pour from the bottom of the glass, and that seems to keep the head there. So pretty happy with that. But we're going for a bit of a nose. Typical Citra. Huge hit of catwee. It's actually not a bad smell though. I want to say pineapple, but not quite. Yeah, it's just really pungent. Tropical Just Juice, for those that have had that before, with an apple base. You get that coming through pretty well, and grassy tones, but it's dominated by Citra. It was a 59 gram addition, and it was, yeah, that was all I had, and those hops were getting a bit on. I think they're just over a year old, maybe longer. Kept in the freezer, but yeah, they hadn't turned flowery or feety just yet. But we're going for a taste. Cheers. Oh yeah, certainly wakes you up in the middle of the morning. Huge, you get nice malt sweetness, followed by the big punch of Cascade and Centennial there. A little bit of a harsh bitterness there, but I think that's going to mellow out. Well, I hope it mellows out. Not quite as pungent as you'd think with an IPA. It's more of a smooth bitterness. It's not really punchy, but then you get the Citra that comes in the arse end and sort of wakes up the back of your tongue. But yeah, so cheers to all my followers. Sorry I haven't been out and about doing the old Homebrew Wednesdays. Other things are more important, like life and health and things. So planning to brew again next week sometime. I'm going to do another split brew. I've got a Christmas party coming up, so I thought I'd do a beer for myself. Yeah. So we'll catch you on Wednesday. Cheers.